Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the UCLA Bruins and the Michigan Wolverines. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
This is a bright and beautiful day, but I can tell you the temperature is chilly. Not always used to these kind of temperatures here. They are ready to have some heaters on the sideline. I see players trying to warm their hands. Particularly important for the wide receivers. They do have gloves on, and the quarterbacks trying to keep their hands warm. We'll see how it impacts the passing game here today. Guys, back to you.
Keep that super Doppler cranked up there, Holly. We'll look forward to it. And the Bruins will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Left side is Marshall. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the big fella. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Grabs it in the middle. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Trying to get the corner. Breaks the tackle. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes.
Flying out to the left. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he finished things off racing 53 yards for 6. And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Takes the handoff. It's Knight. Oh, he's got some space. The 50. Inside the 40. The 20. Touchdown, UCLA. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Throwing, Underwood. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They don't need a bunch on 2nd down.
Kill. 139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Incomplete, a 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down. And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Just feeds the running back. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and gone.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Making great decisions, that's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
Underwood. Between the hashes, it's Buchanan. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
A run for the quarterback. Bulldozes his way through. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Wolverines. He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin. Lining up to add another. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he closed the deal by racing 35 yards to pay dirt. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Handoff to the single running back. Swapped immediately.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They give it back to him. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Third down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. The run inside. It's Marshall. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll run him again. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down.
Here we go. Ready. Hey, kill it, kill it. 7.
Quarterback changing the play. Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a fourth down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
He makes the catch at the 10. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to it. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuff both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Third down in the gun, Iamaleava. Rushes on. On the run, fires downfield. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in fourth down again. Great job there. Pass defense, third down. This defense now starting to put it together.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Might as well give it to him again. Nice move there. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Here's Underwood to throw. Right side, it's Buchanan. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point extends the lead to 16. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Breaks into the open. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. The Bruin uniforms look pretty, but don't let it fool you. They'll stick their face in the fan and run it tough like a Freeman McNeil used to.
Okay, a good pull. Freeman McNeil, I don't remember him, but I do remember a guy like Maurice Jones-Drew, who's a little bowling ball and just ran physical, and just finding those guys that you can feature in your offense.
And with that run, he goes over 100 yards. We knew coming into this game tonight, they wanted to force feed him the football. They knew to win the game, they were going to have to establish the running game and be the more physical team in the trenches. You turn around and give this guy the ball, good things generally happen, and we've seen that over the course of this game.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
The Bruins with the 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Pulls it in. It's Matthews. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Bruins go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the gun, it's Knight. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Bruins kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Gonna run it. It's Thomas. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it. Hit and stop right there. Not much on that pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Deafening noise. Here's Iamaleava. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. What a disappointment. No good. Looking for a little juice and energy with a field goal. You don't get it, guys. You're still down by 16. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The give to the lone running back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
2nd and long here. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Third and long coming up. We'll send the tight end in motion. Dropping back, it's Underwood. They'll run the screen. He stopped a little bit short. They'll mark it at the 38. It's 4th down. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They boot it away. Searching for space. Makes a move. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. This drive from their own 42-yard line. Gets the back moving. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half.
Blue 22.
Pulls it, trying to get the corner. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They go play action. Bryce Underwood still looking to his right. Complete to the right. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use the timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quick give. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone. Just enough time to get off 1 more snap. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for 1 more snap to put up points before the half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, week 12, almost 0 margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with San Diego State taking on the number 5 team, the Boise State Broncos. And it's the Aztecs with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. This ball club now stands at 7 wins. They've assured themselves at the very least of a better than 500 regular season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you wanted. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Looking left. Got his man downfield. At the 40, there he goes. Turns it on down the left side. All the way. Touchdown, Bruins.
Well, it had to start somewhere for this offense and this quarterback, and they finally find some life here early in the second half. That was a first half to forget, no question about it. And obviously, there's a lot of work still to be done, but it's all about momentum. And getting that touchdown pass, David, that just may spark things for him and this offense.
Well, and obviously building this deficit, they're not going to be able to run the football like they want to. It's going to be on his shoulders. So to watch him come out focused with a plan, the second half adjustments are going to be crucial, but it's going to be on his shoulders, and that's a good start, and they've cut into this lead, but it's going to have to be continue to be through the air with this passing attack.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll move the wide receiver.
Kill.
On the run, it's Marshall. Just ran him over. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Hard running there. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
There he goes. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10.
Wide 80.
They're going to ride this running back. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
A 1st down run in the red zone. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Michigan.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the point after is good. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their 1st. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. He'll return it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He stopped right there. Oh, he might have been a step away from taking that one a long way. UCLA will go back to work on offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to...
Snags it, and he's open. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And the Bruins, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. The corners are walked up tight. Throwing, Imaliava. He's going for it all. Has it. He is in. Touchdown, Bruins. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the back. See some running room. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Offense gets set for second down. Throwing, Underwood. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. On the move. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up fourth down as this defense makes a play.
Well, third down, they tried to run the football thinking they could catch the defense off guard. They were able to get some yards, not the first, though. So now you've got fourth and very short. And what do the analytics say to do here, head coach?
The Wolverines line up to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Not a lot of room to field this one. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Wide receiver going in motion. Turning it on. Shakes off the defender. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Imaliava shoots it to the left. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Now Iamaleava throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Bruins want to move quickly. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the third quarter. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Out wide left, it's Knight. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
And the Bruins, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll try the left side. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Finds his man on the RPO. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Throws it back. They're all over him. Makes a catch. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, UCLA.
And man, oh man, I don't know how you leave that guy open for the touchdown. Like some kind of miscommunication on the defense. He has had a big day. He's a go-to guy. Palmer, I don't know what you saw with your quarterback eyes, but it looked like a bust by the defense.
Yeah, and that's inexcusable by this defense because this guy's already burned you in this game. He's lighting you up. If there's anybody that you got to be aware of, if there's one player that you have to know where he's lined up every single play, it's him. So for the defense to allow him to be that wide open on that play at this point of the game, no bueno on D.
So here comes the Michigan offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Left side is Hansen. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down.
Blue 22. Blue 22.
Out of the gun to give to the back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, they're trying to run the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. pulls it.
Got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Play fake, Underwood. Moving to his left. He'll get rid of it. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Oh, he's got some space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They give it to him again. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
Hits the hole, it's Marshall. Finds a little bit of room, give him a couple down to the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. Through the defense. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
Tough run here. It's Marshall. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Follows his blocks. It's Marshall. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the 4th. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Throwing, Imaliava. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. To the air, it's Imaliava. Just a short pass to the tight end. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
The Bruins come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Drops back on first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes a grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Bruins. His third touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total as he now has 7 on the year.
Well, they came into this one as the favorite, obviously, and they looked like they were sleepwalking in that first half. Whatever adjustments they made in the second half, I think it's pretty simple. David, they remembered who they were. Offensively now, they've come out. They've been electrifying. They've been lighting up the scoreboard. Defensively, getting the football back. This was the team we thought we were going to see at the very start of the game.
Man, it's so hard week to week, man. So many challenges, injuries, all the things that come with it, and getting guys motivated, right? Like sometimes they just don't have that energy. Good to see them come out after the half with the energy, with the urgency. This is the squad we thought we were going to see.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. Might as well run him again. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The Bruins choose to use their final timeout here. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Third and 6 yards to go. Looking for room. It's Marshall. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! Huge 3 points to make it a 2-possession game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's finally dragged down, but what a return as he takes it out to the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Imaliava. Here's a throw downfield late. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
He runs out of bounds after 36. Good enough for first down.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Bruins! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
And the big fellas are on the field as they try to power it in for 2. He's got it in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and it is a 1-point game. They'll line up for the onside kick, just 1 second to play, and really their only hope is some type of penalty for an untimed down. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they